Hey folks, we're back. I have to apologize. There were some difficulties with uploading the last video and I lost the breakdown and repairing and mounting of the vehicle. So I've only done the suspension, the exhaust. We've got the brakes back on. I had wanted to kind of show each piece of equipment as they were used. Unfortunately, because of user error, we don't have that. So we'll just continue with our build and being more mindful in the future. One of the pieces of equipment in the shop that I used was the spring puller. Now, you have to build your springs. It's similar to what we're going to be doing with the tires, and we're going to go ahead and we'll get to that. We're going to start on our engine today, get it broken down and get as much repaired as possible. Do the engine, then we'll get that in our cooling system, get the tires on, and then we'll work on the body. But first things first, we've got to get this fixed. We are missing parts, so we'll have to be mindful of those as we're putting everything back together. The engines are, this one is not as complicated as some can get, but they do tend to get a little you can get bogged down in them. So one of the things we want to do is make sure that our engine is clean. Let's clean out our inventory. These are already parts that have been installed. They were parts I couldn't repair. So this being a build I am keeping, I am making sure everything is completely 100%. Now, as we saw earlier, you can purchase cars in the barns and basically bring them in, turn around and sell them. You can flip them. Or you can do some minor repairs and get even more out of them. And it's just a matter of pulling the parts, repairing them. If not, they can't be repaired, then you buy a new one, or if you don't want to put that kind of money in it, you put the old part back on. You can your money by doing just a few small things. Brakes, tires, things that are not expensive, but they'll add to the money you're already making on the vehicle. But let's get into this. This is a V8. And as you can see, there are a lot of parts. One thing about the game, like I want to pull this pulley. I can't until that is removed. If it's red, you can't move it until something else comes off. On these, normally it's belts. On the suspension, it's you have to make sure all the bushings are in place. One of the things with the engine stand, because you have to get pieces off the bottom, you can rotate the engine stand. It makes dismantling these pieces a little bit easier. Alright, now our engine is completely broken down. We're going to see what we can repair. Oh, those don't sound good. Alright, let's see what we didn't. I'm worried about the engine block. Nope. Oh man. I was hoping we could save that. Now, normally we just go in and buy it, but if I'm not mistaken, I might have that block. V8 OHV. Now, when we so here's our new block. One of the things about saving those parts from the crates is like what just happened. I was able to go into my warehouse. I knew I had another block. And this is actually a better quality block. Now, I could search through for the parts to go into this, but I really want to get this thing together and get it painted. So we're just going to move along. Now, we have to create a shopping list of all the parts that we've got to get that we weren't able to repair, which is simple enough. Make sure it's empty, yes. Go to our tablet. Not tablet, I apologize, our inventory. And we're gonna add to shopping list, so add. Anything that's not 100%. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're dealing with an 8-cylinder engine, so we need 8 of the piston rings, 8 pistons. Sixteen rocker arms. And with 16, so we'll have 8 rod caps all day, which we only need to purchase 1, which is awesome. Gonna need 8 spark plugs. $16 of the valve push rods. Valve pump pulley. Alright, so all those are added here. Now there are going to be other parts that I'm going to come across as I'm putting this back together that weren't on the engine. I know we're going to need an oil pan. I think we're going to need a header, but we'll get to that. Alright, so we've got all the parts that we pulled off the old one. We're going to get these mounted up. And see what parts we happen to be missing. Alright, so now we've got our engine together. Next time around we're going to go ahead and get it in the car and get the gearbox, drive shaft, and the exhaust all hooked up, and we'll do our cooling, tires, and work on getting the body back together, and then we'll be good to paint. Not sure if I'm going to leave it the red color or not, but we'll see. Once again, I apologize for the space and the lack of beginning, if you will. One of those things, guys. I do appreciate you. As always, be good to each other. Do something kind for somebody. Take care of yourselves. Later.